Hello again, scrappy friends. This is Paige Evans, and today I want to share this layout using one of my absolute favorite techniques, die cutting and backing shapes. So this is a cut file that I got for free from 17 Turtles, and I am using mostly this paper with all the different patterns. Let's see, paper 10 from my Oh My Heart collection. These pattern papers are some of my absolute favorite because I love to use lots of pattern papers on my layouts, but I feel like when I'm cutting into a 12 by 12 sheet, it kind of wastes it. So by having all these little patterns on a single sheet, you get more bang for your buck. So I am using the inner butterfly shape as a template to cut out pattern paper butterflies, and then using liquid adhesive to apply it to the back of the die cut butterflies. I die cut from white cardstock. I like die cutting from white so that the colors really pop and it creates a nice division between each of the butterflies or whatever shape that you're deciding to die cut it from. There are several ways you can cut out the butterflies. You can trace on the front, you can trace on the back, you can hand cut it without tracing, which is what I prefer. Tracing and then erasing adds a bunch of time. So I'm all about time saving with these kind of tedious techniques. I don't consider them tedious. I love them. That's why I do them so much, but I know that they can be. So anyway, so just have fun backing your cut files with pattern paper. And even to speed up the process more, you can cut all the butterflies out at once, outline all the butterflies at once, and then place all the pattern papers on top at once, which is faster. Should time myself. So I also used papers from the 6x6 paper pad to cut out some of the butterflies. I love how the patterns are just scaled down so you get more of the image in a smaller area. I did the gluing on top of this blue paper that is used to cover the silhouette mat, so I didn't ruin the white foam core board that I'm using to create projects on. So this is the first time I'm flipping it over and seeing it. Wow, look at all that color. Here I am deciding which background to use. I feel like I use a lot of pink on my background, so I'm going with this purpley blue, cornflower blue background. Deciding which photos to use, I printed 2 photos of me and my husband Chris. I'm going with the more lovey-dovey one. I think I'm going to place it right here, not on the bottom, but on the upper right side. To make room for it, I will just use a pair of fine-tipped scissors, remove those butterflies, and save them for a future project. I will tuck the photo behind the butterflies so that it kind of looks like the photo is part of the background design. And then I'm going to attach the die-cut butterfly background piece of art with foam adhesive so that it stands up from the background a little bit, creates those depth and shadows and dimension that I love so much in scrapbooking. Here I'm just making sure that I peeled off the protective layer, because you can't tell sometimes, but if you press it, and if it's sticky, that means you got it off. Time for embellishing, adding a title, all that fun stuff. So to help draw the eye more into the photo, I'm using this foiled hearts paper. This can be found in the 12 by 12 paper pad. The 12 by 12 paper pad is really fun because some of the papers come with the foiling, and there's also die cut sheets in there that are ready for this technique. Exactly. So I'm doing what I do with the color on color technique, using chipboard stickers. So there's pink on pink, blue on blue, red on red, yellow on yellow, and then creating the title Us with the thickers from this collection. This is a puffy sticker that says Happy Heart, and adding it on an aqua butterfly. And now I am so doing a Missy Wooden technique here with the bunched up thread. I wanted to add a little bit of something more to the butterflies that have the chipboard stickers on top. So I'm just gathering some white thread, carefully lifting it up because it's already adhered down with the foam adhesive. So carefully lifting up the butterfly and placing the little nest of thread underneath. And I love the texture and the whimsy that this adds. Just helps draw the eye into the special sentiments and words that I've used. That one was looking a little too bunchy, a little too thick, so I'm just using a shorter length of thread. Perfect. So this is fun. Here is the finished layout. I love how colorful it is. I love this technique. It's one of my favorites. Make sure you grab this cut file and have fun backing open shapes. See you again soon.